Oh, I've been having some people ask me how do I set these little traps up out here for the squirrels. So I'll find a good one to show you. A lot of times I can get these little traps off of Amazon. Here, I'll turn around so you can see the traps. These little traps right here, they're about 35 bucks on Amazon. I just get some kind of, you buy them, get you a little, this right here, I just got a lid off a mason jar sitting in there. I have my 2 nails in the tree there. That way I can just hang the trap up on the side of the tree like that. I can set it, put the corn in there. Yeah, put the corn in there, set the trap. And I can just come back out there and hang it up like that so the squirrel can go down in there. But you get those traps. I got them hanging around different places right here. You can get those traps for about 25, 30 bucks off of Amazon. They like the small squirrel size. Here you go. This is, no, I've had this trap a while. This one I got a cup hooked on there, but I quit putting feed in the cups and I just started. This right here's an ashtray, this is a metal ashtray I ordered off Amazon, $2 or $3 for a little metal ashtray. I put them in there and you just pick them up and hang them on. That's how I got these up out here. A lot of people, some guys, they superstitious. they don't like for their dogs to see a squirrel, but you still use this system. What I would do, I'd take and after I caught the squirrel in the trap, I'd take it and let it stay on the side of the tree there. Take it, sit it on the ground right there. Let the squirrel stay there for a few hours. Get it smell all over it, on the ground there. And come out here and turn it loose and then go get your dog and bring it over here and there won't be nothing there but the smell. And train it to tree on the smell. But the good thing about these traps, it kind of puts the squirrels on your schedule, because squirrels don't move. Sometimes might move once a day, sometimes either in the morning or evening, and you might not be able to get your dog out in the woods when the squirrels are moving. So this way you catch your squirrels, leave them in the trapper, and they'll be waiting for you when you get home from work. You can do your little bit of puppy training or whatever on your schedule. But like I said, some of the guys don't like to show them the squirrels. I just take, sometime my little pup down there now, she'll come up to these traps and she'll smell where the squirrels been on the ground right around it. She's treeing on the smell, so you can actually take the trap off the tree with the squirrel in it, set it at the base of the tree and let the squirrel stay there for a while and get the smell on the ground real good. And then come out here and turn your squirrel loose and go get your dog and bring him up here and let him get him treeing on the smell of that squirrel where you had it sitting on the ground. If you got some kind of thing about you don't like your dog seeing a squirrel in a cage, But that's I was trying to show how. Here's another one I got right here set up with everything in it. That one's open. Wait for the squirrel to come in on the. So I still got some corn in there. When the squirrel goes down there, he'll usually spring the trap by putting his paw up on that door when he goes out or whatever coming in. They'll usually spring it. But that's the way I got it set up. Let's see my 2 nails I got up there, and I hold the whole trap in place. But that's the way it's set up. And most time sunflower seeds and corn falls out on the ground, smell gets down there. And like I said, if you got a issue with your dog seeing squirrels in a trap, you can take the trap off and sit it down there with the squirrel in it and let him stay on the ground 20 or 30 minutes, just putting the smell on the ground. Come out here and get your squirrel and turn it loose, and then go get your dog, and then you got a hot track right there at the bottom of the tree if you want to do it that way. But I figured I'd do a little special video on just the traps. My dog, she's getting where she's treeing pretty good on these traps. My next phase is I got buckets sitting in the woods out there with I'm gonna start baiting them up, putting corn in them, and I got a bucket and I put about 4 holes big enough to put your fist through right up to the top of the bucket, and I put rocks in the bucket, and I just set them along the walking trail there and away from the trees, and I'll go by there and put a scoop of feed in them, and squirrels will start coming down, going across the ground, getting the feed out of them buckets, and I just kind of walk my dog by them, and they start smelling them like that. So that's my next phase. And after I get them treeing on them buckets like that, then I head for the big woods, you know. So that's the way I get them started. But hope you enjoyed it.